Listen up or run for cover. Dropping knowledge from the people who have it to the people who need it. The real Bradley is dropping bombs.
What it is, Bradley, back again with another episode of Dropping Bombs. Today in the studio, I got a Bitcoin genius. The reason I say he's a genius is because he created Bitcoin energy, which I'll let him tell you more about. But the reason I say that's genius is because who's going to stop you from using the word Bitcoin?
Absolutely.
Satoshi Nakamoto? Who's he? I don't see him coming out of the woodwork anytime soon.
Yeah.
So who's going to stop you?
Yeah, that's the first most important thing that we started with.
So let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard Dropping Bombs?
I've heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, this isn't an interview. We're just going to shoot the shit, talk about challenges, situations, things, anything. Conversation could go anywhere.
Love that.
And when people are listening, if I hear something that I think they should pay attention to, I just drop a little bizzle on their ass. And that means pay attention because some sort of nugget just came up that could help them in their struggles or successes. See, a lot of people try and figure out what it is they need to learn, when in some cases, people, they don't need to learn anything. They need to unlearn shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like what they learned is what's screwing them.
Yeah.
So they're like, man, I need to learn. No, you need to unlearn.
Yeah.
Like unlearn that shit and you'll be successful. Some of the things like money don't buy happiness. Yes, it does. It's true. It does. If I gave you $1 million right now, would you be happy?
Absolutely.
So there you go. I just bought some.
Absolutely.
So money can buy happiness. That's people usually shit talking about money. And you know what's also funny about money? I'm a poet and don't even know it, but my feet show it because they're Longfellows. No, the money, right? I've never heard anyone with a bunch of money talk shit about it. Have you?
Sure.
Have you?
No.
Have you? Anyone with money never talks shit about it. It's always the people without it. So anytime someone tells you, oh, money won't buy happiness, it's probably because they don't have enough to buy the happiness. Like, you know, that's like saying money won't buy steak. Well, no, that's because you got $1.13, bitch. And no, it won't buy steak.
Yeah.
But get some more of it and you can buy all the fucking steak you want.
You know, we're talking about Bitcoin. So money, I mean, I guess the question is, what is money? Everyone's got a whole different idea of what money is.
Yeah, but we're about to get deep in this studio because I had this conversation the other day about what is money because people are like, Bitcoin, fuck Bitcoin. It's like, first of all, dipshit, you don't even know what Bitcoin is and you're talking shit about it. Secondly, what is in your bank? They're like, money. There ain't no fucking money in your bank.
Exactly.
There's nothing in your bank. There's no such thing as an account. What do you think? There's actual money sitting somewhere in a bank and it's marked as yours? There's no money in there. It's digital currency. Bitcoin is digital currency.
Exactly.
So when you swipe your ATM card and it says you have $5 less in your bank account, nobody went in there and whacked $5 out of your bank account. It's credits and debits, man. Who cares if it's Bitcoin or ones and zeros? Yeah. It's digital. So we're already using Bitcoin. People don't even understand it.
Agreed.
It's like, dude, I use my debit card. Might as well be Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It could be turd coin, shit coin, piss coin. Who cares what kind of coin it is? It debits my account. Same thing with Bitcoin. Right now they say a Bitcoin is worth $6,300, supposedly. Maybe $6,310 because it fluctuates. Well, that's why Bitcoin's scary is because it fluctuates rapidly. It could be worth $6,000 today and $60,000 tomorrow. The dollar will never be worth that. It's stabilized.
So speaking of money, when it comes to debits and credits, this one's hooked up to a Coinbase account. This is hooked up to a personal regular USD account. You know, a few years ago, had I just loaded this account up versus this account up, this would be worth a lot less 3 years later because of inflation, versus what happened to the price of Bitcoin.
Yeah. Do you have a bunch of Bitcoin?
I've got some.
So how'd you, by the way, did I introduce you? Sheel Patel, folks. Sheel Patel.
That's right.
So you have a company called Bitcoin Energy, which looks to me like Bitcoin branded energy drink. What makes it special?
First of all, it's healthy. Big talking point on drinks and energy drinks in the market today are full of garbage. And then on top of that, they're all meant for sports or athletes or all types of use cases. But in the Bitcoin community, it's so interesting that there's nothing tangible. There's a couple things like some hardware wallets. So it all kind of feels like it's make-believe, But when you got something tangible and you put it in your hand and it's a consumable product like an energy drink, it gives people this confidence. We had a lot of success doing energy drinks a few years ago and in MLM. And that went really, really well. And it helped kind of make MLM cool because you can use the product as almost like a tool.
What was that, Vima?
Vima. And, doing that.
Was that BJ Baracus or something like that?
BK.
BK.
Borrego.
BK Borrego.
Yeah.
Thought it was a dude on the A team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. BK, dude, he's a stud, ain't he?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, actually, BK and I, we worked on this one together. And so BK is the one that sent me the first box, and I was like, this is genius. What are you doing? Let's go do exactly what we did with Verve, except without the MLM model, and bring it to Bitcoin. And I had been involved for a few years. I was buying Bitcoin at $400.
Nice.
And so Ethereum at like $7, Ripple at a penny, and so on and so on. Diversified into so many coins and learned about the space, became obsessed about it. And everyone's pretty nerdy. They're developers, they're coders, they're traders. It's a 24/7 global market. And these guys are up all day trading, either mining or coding, and they're feeding themselves junk. And these are the people that are responsible for the infrastructure that we're all putting together for our future.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all going to chug down garbage? No, let's give them something healthy, a good talking point, and give people a little confidence. I realized early on that when you got a little drink in your hand, just like when you go to the club, just like when you go out to a party, you feel a little bit more social. You feel like you want to talk about something. And Bitcoin has nothing that allows you to tell a story. And that's what I did my whole career. At 19, I got started at MLM. So that was almost 15 years ago. And for 10 years, I ran with one company doing pills and powders and got old really fast. And, it wasn't exciting. And when I met BK, he was taking those same pills and powders and putting it in a product that we were all behaviorally used to. Energy drinks were super hot. And so, I looked at this and I said, we can do something with Bitcoin because Bitcoin has no face. It has no story. Nobody knows who Satoshi Nakamoto is. So let's go tell the story. He'd be excited if he was involved. He'd be like, yeah, let's go tell people about Bitcoin.
So where did that name come from?
Satoshi Nakamoto? He wrote this white paper almost 10 years ago, and nobody has any idea who it is, if it's a group of people, if it's a male, female, if it's AI. Some people think it's AI.
I think it's a group of people.
Yeah?
Yeah, there ain't no one dude this smart.
I was speculating last night, and we were talking about Julian Assange of WikiLeaks, Snowden, all these guys. Julian Assange was actually a part of the whole cypherpunk movement. So there's a group of those guys that all were involved in talking about encryption. Could be either any one of those or all of them together, for all we know.
So is this the sauce right here?
That's the sauce right there.
Let's taste the sauce.
We call that Bitcognac.
Yeah, what's in here? Whiskey?
Cognac, Hennessy.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought it was vodka, and I was gonna say, dude, this shit tastes like whiskey. Yeah, I thought it was vodka and the energy drink.
Yeah. You know what also happens here is that at the bottom of this can, a lot of people got this fever of Bitcoin, thinking they're gonna hit the lottery. Oh, if I had just bought Bitcoin at, blah blah blah, and they fail to realize Bitcoin's gonna be around for a long time.
Sure it is.
Guaranteed.
Did you ever hear? Well, you didn't hear, but if you go back to dropping bombs, there's a dude named Fam Mirza. You know Fam?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he was arguing with me on Bitcoin, and he doesn't even understand Bitcoin. Like, how do you argue about something you don't even know?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, that's Democrats. Hey, that's funny. But seriously, man, like if you guys don't understand what Bitcoin is, do a little research. It's not about the coin. It's about the frickin' blockchain. And the blockchain is a ledger that cannot be changed by anybody, which means it's literally a ledger that's like infallible.
Unfuckable.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you can't change this ledger without the proper channels, which means there's legitimacy in everything, and that is staying. Governments are going on it, power companies, personal identities, music, like everything will be on the blockchain. And if it's on the blockchain, well then you have to support the blockchain. And if you support the blockchain, well then you have to support Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Because that's a reward for creating the blocks in the chain.
Yeah.
So therefore, it ain't going anywhere. It might not go up and down like it used to. They might stabilize. What the hell's a
stable coin?
A stable coin. I keep hearing about that shit now. What's a stable coin?
Yeah, those are getting pretty popular as of
Does
late.
it mean they're stable? They don't go up and down?
Supposedly, it depends on who's auditing their coins and if they're backed by any real value. I mean, there are some that are pegged to the dollar. USD Tether, for example. USDT has nobody auditing them, and supposedly they've got billions and billions of dollars pegged to each tether. But there's a coin like GUSD.
So if the dollar goes to shit, then what's it worth?
Same, it's pegged to the dollar.
Well, then what do you need the coin for?
To be able to not have to exit crypto back into fiat dollars. That's
to
normally
avoid taxes.
That's for some people.
Fraudulent.
Yeah. Well,
no, it's not fraudulent yet. This is what I also say. And again, if the feds are listening, don't, I ain't doing this. I'm just saying that it's an observable offense here.
Yeah.
Right now, it's not against the law to do insider trading when it comes to Bitcoin. Right? There's no law. Like there is a law with stocks. It's called insider trading, and you'll go to fucking prison. If you don't believe me, ask Martha Stewart and ask a bunch of other people that went to prison. And what they say is it's unfair for you to know some shit that other people don't know and profit from it. So that's like insider trading. They put laws against it because all the rich people were telling their little fucking secrets and everyone was getting rich except everybody else. Yeah. So enough people bitched, and then they came up with the insider trading laws, right? Well, there isn't that for coins.
Yeah, there's no regulation.
Yeah, there's no regulation. Yeah. So if I knew he was going to buy $1 billion in Bitcoin tomorrow, because I was sitting at the table when he said he would, I can go buy that coin, whatever he's buying, I can go buy that coin and know full well it's going up tomorrow.
Sure.
Well, that's insider trading. So what stops people, and I'm sure they are doing this, to follow around all the action, get the inside information before the purchases take place, because if it's not against the law, people are doing it, and just cash in left and right on all these alternative coins.
Yeah. Very interesting what's happening with the whole space, because seems like, regulation is definitely coming and they're trying to do their best to figure out how to regulate it. But it's one thing to come up with regulation, then there's going to be another thing to actually enforce it.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
I want to taste the energy drink by itself, because I don't know if it's the Hennessy that's good or the freaking energy drink. Pretty good though.
Yeah.
I could deal with that.
Yeah. It's delicious actually. And it's healthy for you.
So did you file taxes this year?
Absolutely.
Okay. And did you see any point on there that showed Bitcoin?
Yeah. So Coinbase,
Did you see anything on your tax file that had a slot for Bitcoin?
No, I had my CPA run all the numbers.
That's because there is none.
But
right. So how are you supposed to pay taxes on Bitcoin profits?
Well, you got to take capital gains and.
What do you mean? How do they know what you paid for it? Maybe you lost it.
Coinbase reports it, and they
reports
send you
what?
What
if you've trades? But what if you've never bought through Coinbase?
And that's what I mean by enforcement.
Yeah, but this is my point. So let's say I know you, me and you do a deal. I'm going to send you 100 Bitcoin. Coinbase, I didn't send it through Coinbase.
Sure.
I just sent it to you.
Sure.
Now you sold it through Coinbase at 10,000 a pop. Well, maybe I fucking sent it to you at 20,000 a pop. Maybe I sent it to you when it was 19,000 and you lost 9,000 a coin and you got screwed out of the deal because you thought we made a deal at, whatever it was, 1,000,009.
Or you could have got hacked.
Or whatever, and then you sell it at 10, which is really a loss. But Coinbase don't know what our deal was. So how the fuck are they going to know if I lost money or made money? And if I lost money, how are you going to tax me on it?
Yeah. So they're
It's like, dude, I can go down and fucking gamble at the casino, save my receipts, and write it off.
Right.
They let me write off gambling. Right?
Yeah.
So what stops somebody from going to the casinos, picking up all those stupid ass betting receipts and say you bet all that money?
It's only against winning.
Huh?
Well, I'm not on the mic, but I mean, it's you can write off your losses up to the amount that you won, but you can't like write off more losses than you won in the gambling. And I think it's similar.
Yeah, but like, let's say I won 10 grand. I can go down and pick up 10 grand worth of gambling receipts and write it off.
Yes.
Even though that's fraud and I'd never do that.
Yeah.
But with Bitcoin, they don't know nothing. And that's what I don't get. Like, it's all anonymous shit. So when I send it to you, we don't know what the value was. Like, I could give you one Bitcoin. The market says it's worth $6,300. I didn't send it through Coinbase. I sent it through the blockchain. How do they know it was me that sent it to you?
So oftentimes whenever I hear any type of objection to Bitcoin, not that this is one in particular, but all of those objections can also be applied to the dollar. You know, you can anonymously have cash sitting there and nobody knows how to record cash transactions properly. You could say it was this and it was something else, or vice versa. But
yeah, but the government knows if you have cash when you spend it.
Not always.
What do you mean?
Cash to cash. If I gave you cash right now.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Cash businesses, they avoid taxes all the time.
So my point being is that, you know, there are going to be some type of chain analysis, you know, people that know how to go through the blockchain because it is all tracked. They'll be able to do that. And they're working on putting together the resources.
And then what? They're going to go back 10 years or are they going to move forward?
You know what? I don't know what their plan of action is.
Because I sold a poker table for 3 Bitcoin.
Sure.
And I sold that Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Well, it was for less than I took it in for. So I lost money.
You lost money on it.
Yeah.
So you're going to write it off.
Well, you don't have to write it off. You just don't pay taxes on money that you lost. You pay taxes on money that you gained. I didn't gain any.
Sure.
So like in 10 years when they track it all, they're going to say, hey, you sold 3 Bitcoin for X amount of dollars. You got to pay taxes on that. And I'll say, no. I lost money on that deal.
Sure. It's going to be the hardest thing. I've thought about
Dude, we
it.
should start a Bitcoin accounting firm.
There's some good people I've met that are really into this. And I think it's coming our way. I mean.
Oh, it's coming for sure.
Regulations coming, the SEC.
And that's when, by the way, Bitcoin will be legit, established, accepted, and I believe that's when it's going to go through the roof.
Or the government creates a Fed coin of its own.
You know that's happening too.
So,
and then they're going to outlaw Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Which, again, defeats the whole purpose of Bitcoin.
It somewhat already is happening. Gemini, an exchange, has a stable coin that is audited by the state. So technically, you know, if it is backed by the dollar, you just made the dollar its own crypto.
I wish I knew what was going on, but I think the blockchain's here to stay. Digital currency, totally. I don't know. Yeah. I know that what's in your bank account is not fiat currency. It's a record of fiat currency, and that's all Bitcoin is a fucking record.
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong?
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. So why are people so worried about it?
Well, and, you know, even the dollar. What's the dollar backed by? 1971, Nixon took it off the gold standard. We're all betting on just dollars, just America.
You know what I think? What it boils down to? The fact that people will accept a dollar in exchange for something. So, like right now, if 0 people would take Bitcoin, it would instantly have no value. Which is why, what was the first thing purchased? Like a pizza for 1 million Bitcoin?
10,000 Bitcoins, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? The person that sold the pizza didn't do it for the Bitcoin. He did it for the publicity or the novelty, because that shows you that Bitcoin was worthless. Its value's perceived, and that's why the dollar has value, because it's perceived. If I show you $1 million, you'll sell me that couch, and you'll exchange the couch for the million because there's a perceived value, and Bitcoin has a perceived value, and that's why it's got value.
The U.S. dollar also has a perceived value.
Right, which is why it has value.
Right.
Because if I just handed you $50, you'd be like, who the fuck wants that?
Right.
You got any Bitcoin? I'd be
Right.
like, no. Well, get your fucking paper money out of here. Dude,
Absolutely.
The paper money would have no value. No one wants it. It's valueless.
In my view, it's obsolete. Unsanitary pieces of paper to transact value seems silly to me.
I'm butt dialing people.
Yeah.
On accident.
Or pieces of plastic.
I'm butt dialing people while we're talking.
All right, let's call them in.
Hey, I want to drink a few more of these and have a drunk podcast. I was going to do that with my boy Andy Frisella.
Who's that?
Andy Frisella has a supplement company called First Form.
Okay.
Does like $200 million a year, quality supplements. Built a culture of, athletes and, that type of people. And he does this podcast called the MFCEO Project. Anyone that hasn't heard it, I highly recommend it.
MFCEO.
The MFCEO Project. He says, I'm the motherfucking CEO. And he wants to teach you how to be a CEO of your own life.
Sure.
So, he says shit point blank and blunt, which is why I like it, because I don't like beating around the bush and all this politically correct shit. But
yeah.
I asked him one day, I said, dude, we should just drink tequila, like start when the podcast starts and just do a shot like every 5 minutes and see how long it takes to just have a hilarious episode. What do you think?
I like that idea.
Yeah, I think it'd be funny. With the right personalities, it'd be hilarious.
Totally. That's why I like my buddy Matt.
So, Matt who? Oh, Morrow, yeah. I'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Good, I got no mic.
That's another thing. I got a table coming that's round or oval. It's 8 stations. When you sit down, there's a door that opens on the table and the mic comes up automatically.
Oh, that's cool.
With a camera, so every position is recorded all together, but independently, and then you can splice it together. But because I always have this shit happen and I can never have more than 2 mics, I'm like, dude, I got to get a situation.
Yeah.
So I'm getting an 8 mic table.
This is the situation room.
Situation room. So you're out there pushing Bitcoin energy drink, and what? That's it? That's your only deal?
Yeah, right now.
100%. You're focused on making it huge.
Yeah, I mean, I've got all types of investments in business that I've got in my portfolio, but this is the one I'm passionately excited about, and I think it has a chance to be the most important part of Bitcoin because there's nothing social in Bitcoin. You grab this. You hold it, you touch it. It has a chance to make a big impact in the space. And the same way Bitcoin has no borders and it's seamless, we want to be able to take this all over the world, get people fired up. There's no one I've ever showed this to that doesn't get excited. It's like, what is this?
But you could expand. Like you could have Bit Nuts.
Bitcoin beer.
Yeah, or Bitcoin Nuts. Yeah, they're just Bit Nuts.
Bit Nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can fondle those. Yeah. Something to hold. But hey, I mean,
like what about the young kids?
Like on the bar where there's a bowl of complimentary nuts. Just call them Bit Nuts.
Bit Nuts.
Hey, you guys remember what was it? Grape Nuts?
No.
Yeah, Grape Nuts.
What's that? Grape Nuts? Never heard of Grape Nuts.
It's a cereal, bro. It's the worst cereal ever.
Never heard of it.
Huh?
Ever eat a pine tree? Many parts are edible. I think that was Grape Nuts.
Yeah, Grape Nuts were terrible. I think they still exist, but it's like it's a cereal that was like hard as shit. They tasted like ass.
Wow.
But they were like popular. Grape Nuts. I don't know what this
Bitcoin cereal.
I think this Hennessy's starting to work.
Yeah, I can tell.
Anyway, so you're out there pushing the Bitcoin. Where do people find it? Where do people go get it?
They can go to bitcoinenergy.com. We can also have them get it on amazon.com. So we're listed on there, which is a huge marketplace for us. Those two right now are our main go-tos.
And all the Bitcoin folks are obviously into it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people get fired up. We're actually going to be this week here in Vegas at World CryptoCon sponsoring the poker tournament. If you want to see it, let me know. We'll get you in. Matt's actually going to be playing too.
See it or playing it?
Playing it.
What's the buy-in?
$500 in Bitcoin.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is it Texas Hold'em?
Is it?
Yeah, because I don't play that Omaha shit.
No limit hold'em in.
Yeah.
No limit hold'em, and it's tournament play, right?
Yeah.
Aria tomorrow. Or, tomorrow.
Yeah.
How many players?
81.
80 or something.
That's it?
That's it.
Sure. Shit, I might do that.
All right.
Tomorrow, what time?
Noon to 5.
Yep.
I don't know if I can on that particular deal.
It'll be worth it. The biggest players in Bitcoin are going to be there. It's going to be cool.
Well, if it's only
gonna be some
$500
celebrity
buy-in,
poker players.
what's the win? 81 times 5? Yeah. One winner?
I'm not sure. The prize pool's 40. They probably break it down, like pay out like 10 spots.
Yeah.
20.
You know, they're having a festival over at the strip club for it. Well, they have their own coin over there. It's called
more
Titcoin.
Titcoin.
Yeah. You go in there.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's called Titcoin.
Are you being serious?
No.
That'd be crazy.
Then there's this currency where they throw parties. It's called Litcoin.
There is more coin. There's a club here in Vegas that accepts crypto. You heard of it? Yeah. There's a couple of them that are all popping up in different places.
Really?
You use this coin, you get half off at tables or drinks or bottles or whatever.
They're making their own coin.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think the future is going to be all types of coins and currencies. Bitcoin's just going to kind of set the bar, but why wouldn't we want to come out with a Bradley coin?
Well, I wouldn't do that because to me, it's like a loyalty program. Like, what's a Bradley coin worth and what do I want for it?
Yeah.
So I either want money or I want something worth money.
Sure.
So if I'm going to trade you the Bradley coin for money, why wouldn't you just keep your money?
It all comes down to that first question I asked you. What is money? And what do you value as money? Because
money is anything, well, again, money to the normal folk is green fiat currency.
Yeah.
But what is money to me? Depends on where you are. Go to prison and cigarettes are money.
Yeah.
Cans of tuna are money.
Right.
Kool-Aid is money.
Right.
Frickin' there's a lot of shit that's money in prison, but it ain't money out here. So what do you mean by money? You mean like value?
Well, that's
Like-
the reason I asked that question.
Like barter shit?
So inciting that thought makes you think, what is money? To some people, it's different. You know, you go to India, they treat cow dung as money sometimes.
Who?
India.
The fuck for?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, what kind of shit is that?
Isn't that crazy?
Dude, that's funny. You go over there and you be like, I ain't taking no shit from you. At the end of the day, dude, they have cow shit that's worth money.
Yeah, man. Dude,
So what's worth
Zimbabwe.
more, the shit or the
What
cow?
about Zimbabwe? There's,
Dude, if shit was worth something, what's worth more, the cow or the shit?
Ooh, the cow.
Because it makes the shit.
Yeah,
So who makes Bitcoin?
the miners.
Right. So what's worth more, a miner or a Bitcoin?
The mining
So,
is...
so why do they give the miners Bitcoin as rewards? And by the way, there's supercomputers being created left and right. They're
Yeah.
saying that there's these AIs that in 10 years will be 1,000,000 more times intelligent than any human being in 10 years. So
It's
maybe this
absolutely
whole,
true.
which means this whole Bitcoin thing might not work out too well because they did their programming in today's age and they think, well, based
Quantum
on this
computing,
and
yeah.
based on this, but yeah, you throw some freaking quantum AI in that shit and all of a sudden I'll find every damn Bitcoin in a half a second. It'll blow up the value of Bitcoin instantly.
Yeah.
Not blow it up in a good way. It'd destroy Bitcoin. It'd be worthless.
So I invested in this one crypto. It's called Singularity Net, and it's actually created by the first ever AI robot that had received citizenship by the country of Saudi Arabia. You
I
guys
don't know
ever
if
heard
I'm
of
getting
Sophia?
buzzed, but that shit's good now all of a sudden. It almost tastes like, I can't even tell you what it tastes like, but it's good.
Bitcoin yet?
Big cognac right there.
No, it's like good. Oh, it's that Hennessy and Bitcoin juice.
Oh yeah,
I gotta figure out where to get this.
yeah.
Fuckers, if you guys are sitting around and you have Hennessy, you got to go to get this Bitcoin Energy at bitcoinenergy.com
Yeah.
and dump it in there with your fucking Hennessy. Because, boy, that shit tastes good. Like, damn. It didn't taste as good when I started. It's starting to taste good now.
Yeah.
Did you put some other shit in here?
Oh, just a little extra Hennessy.
It's almost like I can't put my, like, what's the flavor? There's a flavor to it. What is the flavor? It's almost like Orange Crush, but not. It's like root beer, but not.
Yeah.
It's like Dr. Pepper, but not. It's almost like a mixture of all those. What is it?
It's everything. Mangosteen is one of the flavors. We've got.
Is there ginkgo biloba?
There's probably some aloe, green tea.
You don't know what's in it?
No, there's a lot of
Is
things.
there any fucking
There's vitamins.
Is there any
minerals.
what do you call that? Donkey root or what's that shit called?
Oh, horny goat weed?
Yeah, goat weed. Is there any goat weed in there?
Actually, our next product's going to have CBD in it. And that's going to be really cool.
Dude, that's the next Bitcoin right there.
It is. Yeah, it's really interesting how parallel the CBD, the marijuana, that whole world, cannabis, is to crypto. A lot of people are saying that's the new crypto, some people say.
Well, I think when they say the new crypto, they just mean the new opportunity. Because crypto was an opportunity that passed, and people think, oh, it's over now. Mm-hmm. Which I'd be pissed if I didn't believe it until it was 15 grand, then I bought in.
Yeah.
By the way, folks, if you guys bought in to crypto at a number higher than it is now, you have no choice but to hold on to it. Like, don't worry. It's not going to go much below what it is.
Right.
It'll probably stay the same, so it's not going to hurt you, but it might go up. So I definitely wouldn't sell it. You know how many people sold it thinking, fuck, I got to get out before it goes lower? And now they're screwed because they're out. Yep. It's just like stock. You buy Nike at $100 and it drops to 20. Well, then you buy more at 20, and now your average stock is what? Say 70.
Yeah.
So you even out, and then when it goes back up, you stay even. You don't sell.
I try to tell people the dollar cost your average your way into a position. That's probably the smartest way to obtain any type of investment that you're trying to get to. But that averages your price of Bitcoin.
Dude, I hate to obsess on the drink here, but
I'm so happy.
What does that taste like?
Yeah.
Huh?
It's like orange something. It's really
Sweet tarts.
It's
a lot of people compare it to sweet tarts.
Dude, it's like good to a point where I want another swig just to see why is it what is that? You guys hear the lovely ice? By the way, the ice helps.
These are perfectly shaped ice.
Indeed. Those are bit ice.
They're bit ice.
Those are ice bits. But I can't place the freaking flavor, but I would highly recommend people go and at least get yourself a little case. What is that right there? A half case?
Yeah, that's a 12 can, $35.
Yeah, I'd go get a 12 can of this shit. And not only that, I feel like I have a lot of energy all of a sudden. I was sleepy as fuck, but now I'm pumped.
Yeah, free shipping on Amazon. Free shipping on our site.
Where do they follow you on social media?
At Bitcoin Energy.
But where do they follow you?
Oh, me? Instagram is like our number one place to find us.
Not us, you.
Me, same thing. Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram's like the
same thing. You're us.
Yeah.
Dude, let me just tell you what I believe about social media. I may be right and I may be wrong, but here's what I believe. I believe people follow people. Like, I'll follow you. I ain't following Bitcoin Energy.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a fuck?
Sure.
I don't follow Virgin, and I don't follow
you follow
I don't follow
personalities.
Apple, and I don't follow Nike.
Yeah.
I follow people, and
Totally.
most people follow people.
Yeah.
So how do people follow you? And
Bitcoin
then,
Energy.
of course, if I follow you, I'll hear about Bitcoin Energy.
Totally.
I'll see behind the scenes when you're talking about it, all the people you interact with. I'll get the Bitcoin story from you.
Absolutely.
But I wouldn't send people to Bitcoin Energy.
Totally. Mine's the real Sheel, because it rhymes. REAL, Sheel, SHEEL. And then also bitcoinenergy.ceo.
Yeah, go grab a case of this shit and taste it, man. It's freaking, it's undescribable.
I'm glad
You know what I mean?
Our CBD one's also going to be about nootropics. It's going to be about focus, mental clarity. We think there's going to be a huge, huge market.
Are you putting
we know.
modafinil in it?
Modafinil? No.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, what's modafinil? Tell us a little bit about
That's
that.
the freaking legal speed or whatever it is.
Really? Never heard of that.
They call it the genius drug. You know,
It's like Limitless?
you remember Limitless?
Yeah.
Well, modafinil is technically the closest thing to it. It's like methamphetamine.
Adderall?
Adderall is basically the same shit.
Gotcha.
One's like less harmful, but ultimately it stimulates some sort of, shit in your brain that makes you feel really focused and like wired without the harshness of crank and meth. Have you ever done meth?
No.
Oh, it's terrible, dude. I have.
That's crazy.
People are like, dude, you better not say that. Well, why?
We'll put
I've
that
done
in our
meth.
energy drink. That'd be nuts.
I've smoked it and I've snorted it, and it's freaking. You just sit there and
What-
grind your teeth, and you're like, ah. So you don't want to do that shit. That's bad.
Yeah.
But the Adderall and the freaking what's it called, Modafinil, it supposedly makes you feel like that without feeling the methiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know because I don't do it, but I've heard a lot of people do it. It's like Adderall in college. Everyone's on it. You never heard of Adderall?
No. I've Adderall.
Have you
absolutely.
done it?
I've had a couple.
Then that's what it is. That's
Yeah.
Modafinil.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You ever heard of bulletproof coffee?
I love bulletproof coffee.
Yeah, well, that dude that invented it, Dave Asprey.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he invented the whole thing on Modafinil.
Really?
Yeah, he said, dude, that's what kept him going through college and kept him going. Like every day he was taking Modafinil for like 8 years, and it just opens up your creative and your energy, and it's
Yeah.
like you're nonstop focused.
So you think we should put that in the next formula?
If it's legal, I don't think it's legal.
It's not legal.
Oh, well, then don't put it
Oh
in
no,
there.
I'm asking.
I don't know. Yeah, it's prescription. Dude, I don't recommend any
Provigil?
drugs personally, because I think if you need drugs, then you're altering reality, and the best form to be in is real and alert.
I agree.
Like I already fucking feel dumb drinking this Hennessy. I'm gonna walk out of here not as sharp as I was, but I'll feel better. No, I drink.
Yeah.
The only reason I don't really recommend drugs is because of the shit I've seen. It fucks people up, man.
Mm-hmm.
I used to smoke weed every single day for 10 years. So it didn't fuck me up.
No.
Like weed? Shit. I'd rather you be stoned than drunk.
Yeah. I agree with that one.
Like if my kid came up and said, Dad, I'm going to do one or the other. I'm going to get really fucking high tonight, or I'm going to get really fucking drunk. I'd tell him, get high.
Yeah.
You're not going to freaking kill anybody. You're not going to drive and crash. You're just going to sit there and play Xbox.
Yeah, I've always noticed that when I drink, I become more of someone I'm not. When I smoke weed, I'm more of someone I am.
Well, I've just never been stoned and wanted to go punch someone in their face.
Yeah.
Like I'll get stoned
just
and
wanna love
look for a
and be
freaking
happy.
food. I'm looking for food, and like I want to watch TV and you know, that's it. And not only that, you get high and then you're done.
Yeah.
Like you drink. What I do when I drink, or I used to do this more than I do now. Now it's an occasion. But what I'll do is I'll have a drink and then I start having fun. And so I have another drink and I'm like, oh, this is cool. Let me have another drink. And then
Yeah.
I start feeling the first drink. And I don't even realize that it's the first drink. I think it's the third one that I'm on. So I'm like, well, fuck, this is cool. So I have another one and another one. And I'm drinking faster than the alcohol is affecting me. So by the time I've had the fifth or sixth drink, that's when the second and third ones are hitting. And I'm like, and now all of a sudden I'm just hamburglared. And I'm like, dude, that's not cool. You ever see those cross-eyed fucking idiots all drunkard and shit?
Yeah.
That was me like 100 times. And now, like, you know, if I go out, I'll have a drink just to like have a drink, unless I'm getting drunk.
Sure.
But you go look at those cross-eyed idiots that are just stone cold hammered. Have you seen them or not?
I'd stay away.
Yeah, but exactly. That's my point. That's why alcohol, dude, like, dude, have a drink or two
Yeah.
and then leave it alone. But if you go out to drink and you get cross-eyed drunk,
Yeah.
you look like a fucking dick. And I don't care how cool you are.
I agree with
So anybody listening, look, we ain't dropped a bomb all season. Hey, that's a bomb right there, dude.
That's a bomb.
Listen, folks, if you guys are going out getting stone cold shit face, I call it cross-eyed drunk, because every time someone takes a picture of me when I get like that, I'm like, why the fuck am I cross-eyed? And I'm sitting there going, and like one eye's bigger than the other, and fucking, you know, my nose looks extra big and my eyes look extra beady, and I'm being a dick, and I wake up and there's nothing good that ever happens with being blackout stupid drunk.
Never.
Ever. I've never woke up and had a
Never.
nicer car, more friends, you know, more money in the bank,
Yeah.
more money that I had before I got fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
it's never been a positive thing. It's always went the other way.
Absolutely.
But and there's people out there that'll do that, and I think the reason why they do it is like this. Like right now, I'm thinking, hey, this is fun. Let me have another one. But dude, it'll probably take 10 more, 15 more minutes before this actually kicks in.
And yeah. I think the worst decisions I've ever made is when I've had more than I should have.
Every time, dude.
Every time.
Dude, alcohol will fuck somebody up
Yeah.
in a big way.
You know what's crazy is why is alcohol so openly legal?
Thank
and,
you. Because
know,
it's taxable and it's controllable. That's why.
Yeah. Because
Like-
it's more of a drug than
That's what I'm saying.
all
Like-
the other drugs.
Like, listen, I don't advocate drugs at all. And the only reason I preface that is because, there's about 7 billion people listen to this podcast. And I'm sure some of them are younger.
Sure.
And I don't want to advocate.
I agree.
But so I officially say I don't agree with any drugs or alcohol. You should just be natural.
Yeah.
However, if you had to pick between weed and alcohol, I'd take the weed
Sure. I agree.
because you're going to be much safer on the weed. So
Yeah.
why is it illegal? Or was it? Because it's pretty much legal now. But why was it illegal?
Why was marijuana?
Weed, yeah.
Weed? I've heard lots of different reasons and stories, but I have no particular expertise.
Can I offer my theory?
Yeah.
My theory is this. Way back in the day.
Yeah. Were you in DARE, the DARE program?
No, but I'm 107 years old, so I've been around.
Okay.
But I can tell you this.
Yeah.
Way back in the day, hemp and marijuana was not illegal. And when
No.
they started to find hemp had many uses, including paper and a lot of different
A lot of
fucking
industrial-
uses.
concrete.
Right? All these politician, corporate-y fucks that were in a different business said, oh, fuck, we're going to be hurt by this. So they literally said, hey, let's go make it illegal. And so they made it illegal. And it's been illegal ever since because we're so slow to change. I mean, like, we're stupid.
Yeah.
As a society, we could be so far advanced if we embrace
Absolutely.
technology and embrace
Totally.
change and
Totally.
promote change and encourage
Totally.
innovation. But instead, we stifle it with
do.
lobbyists and
Politics.
politics and
Yeah.
big money.
I
So
agree
like
with
there's technology that literally could make our cars drive on fucking air.
Did you know marijuana plants absorb 5 times more carbon than a regular plant?
Okay, so
if
this is
we
my
make
point.
concrete out of marijuana plants. Imagine buildings and cities all made out of hemp concrete that breathes in carbon.
Right.
How much we take out of the air.
Okay, so that's why it's illegal.
Exactly.
Because somebody's not profiting and it's going to cost somebody a lot of money, and so they go pay lobbyists and they make it illegal. Now it's becoming legal because some ballsy state or government decided, fuck you. They made it legal, and now it's making so much money. They're like, holy shit. And now
Yeah.
other states are going, damn, they're getting out of debt.
Yeah.
Well, let's make it legal. Then they're getting out of debt, and holy shit, let's make it legal. Then the feds are over there going, we're still not saying it's legal.
Yeah. Would
Well,
you
then how
say
come, if it's not legal from federal, how come they're not doing anything about it? This is what I don't understand about the feds. Like, the shit ain't legal, but yet a state makes it legal and you don't do anything about it? Why not? Because it's obviously legal.
True.
Dude, in California, you can go shoot up illegal drugs as long as you go to a facility. It's legal in the facility.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You didn't see the news, dude?
No.
Dude, they got
Not that
freaking
one.
they got safe harbor cities that are harboring illegal aliens that are breaking
Yeah.
laws, citizens that are breaking laws. You know, you can do heroin, but only in a supervised location.
What?
Oh
In
yeah,
California?
dude. Google it. Oh yeah, dude. It's
No
crazy.
way.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you.
So, what do you think when it comes down to why marijuana's, starting to become legal? Is that a Democratic versus Republican? It seems like most of the states that are actually legalizing it are Democratic. So I get a little torn about it because it would be in the Republican interest to legalize it.
Well, it's becoming legal, right?
It is.
So why
but
do-
it seems like it's only becoming legalized in the Democratic states,
What are the Democratic states?
like Massachusetts.
You mean
and-
historically?
Yeah, or just
No,
as of
you
recently.
don't know who just won the presidency, right?
I do.
Was he Republican or Democrat?
Oh, Republican.
So how did he win if everybody's a Democrat? These states are historically Democratic.
Right.
Who counted, by the way?
Yeah,
that's
that's so true.
That's another fucking thing. Like,
I
who,
think
who
about that
counts
all
the
the
votes?
time.
Well, tallies are in. Fuck you. Who counted that shit? Like, I demand a recount. Well, sorry, tallies are in. Who the fuck counts that shit?
We need to put that on the blockchain.
Dude, let me tell you
We
what
need to
should be
put-
on the blockchain. A program called One Voice. And what it is every Friday at 5 o'clock p.m. or whatever time, everybody goes home. There's, let's say, 15 laws that are going to pass or fail based on everybody's vote. Your obligation as an American citizen is to go home and cast your fucking vote.
Yeah.
And everything is put to a vote to the people. Well, I don't need no fucking president. Do you? Like, if everybody said, hey, look, weed's legal, and the majority thinks it's legal, here's your choice. Get the fuck out or shut the fuck up.
I agree.
Right. So if I don't like the law y'all passed, well, then I'll get the fuck out. Like, oh, I'm not doing that. Okay, then beat it. There's Canada right there.
Yeah.
There's Mexico right there.
Yeah.
Fucking Italy's cool. You ever been to Rome?
Love Rome.
It's fucking great.
Yeah, it
Like,
is.
get the fuck out.
Yeah.
You don't like it? Beat it.
Yeah.
Just like my house. Like, you come over to my house, I'm gonna smoke a hookah. Oh, you're gonna smoke hookah? Well, then get the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. A house or a country.
Sure.
It's the same thing. I was telling the dude earlier, he's from Toronto, Canada. I said, you're lucky I ain't president. He said, why? I said, because I'd just take Canada. I'd just take the fucking country.
Why do you think we haven't already?
I don't know. But I would. I'd just knock down the wall and say, fuck you. We're all one country now. I'd take Mexico too. Talk about North America. We'd be the whole fucking thing from tip to tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what are these borders on the
So
bottom
why
and the
build the
top?
wall?
There shouldn't be a wall.
There should be
it
no
should be
wall.
wide
we should just
open.
all be one country.
I would take Mexico and I would solve the problem just like that.
Yeah.
No, I'd say, look, all you guys want beachfront property, go to Cancun. There's shitloads of it.
Yeah.
Go all over Mexico. It's beautiful down there.
Totally.
All the Mexicans, you don't like being down there? Come on up here. There's a fucking bunch of room. We all move down there where the beaches are. And then the fucking cartel would get wiped out by our military. So why isn't Mexico a good place to live? Well, because it's corrupt and there's no law and order. Well, then fucking remove the walls. Let's just take it. Impose law and order like we have here in America and stop the corruption. And dude, Mexico would be an unbelievable country.
I agree.
Huge opportunity, huge fucking real estate deals going on left and right. If they just said right now, you as an American citizen can buy in Mexico, dude, I'd go buy acres of fucking beachfront property.
Wait, as an American citizen, you're not allowed to?
You can't own beachfront property in Mexico as an American citizen or any other citizen. You have to be a Mexican citizen. You can lease it. You can't own it.
Really?
Yep.
That's a real law.
That's straight up.
Wow.
Go down and try to buy beachfront
You
property.
ever heard of Jeff Berwick?
No.
He's like an anarchist.
Yeah.
He owns property.
Did I just sound kind of like Jeff Berwick?
Yeah, but I like it because he's someone that, one, he's very bullish on Bitcoin and several other cryptos, but he's
Dude, I think this is the most random bomb episode we've ever done.
I love it.
It could be because we're drinking Hennessy.
Hennessy, we're
We're
talking
drinking Bit Yak. What's it called?
Bitcoin yak.
Bit Cognac.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. But dude, I'm telling you, Canada, it'd be mine. They can't stop us. They ain't even got a military.
Yeah.
So you just fucking knock down the wall and be like, you're now America too.
Yeah.
And then I'd go down south and I'd knock down the wall and say, come on up. And then I'd look at all the Americans and say, hey, go on down. Like, it's all one country.
Yeah, there's so many moving parts with that. Now you got, tons of this quote unquote corruption you mentioned that now has any opportunity to come flood our cities and
Bullshit,
countries.
dude. No, impossible. The cartel comes up here to break the law. They still come up here and break the law. They're doing it right now. You got drugs and cocaine happening left and right, coming over the borders, yes or no?
Yeah.
So it's still happening.
Yeah.
So what's a border going to stop it for? It's not.
I don't.
You know
I
what's
don't agree
happening
with the
down
wall.
there? But you know what's happening down there? Police and corruption and powerful cartels that don't give a shit about your badge, and they lost the fight. Like right now, if everyone in America said, fuck the police, which by the way, it's starting to happen,
Yeah.
the police won't win either. You know, the Chicago police stop fucking arresting blatant crimes because there's no winning in certain areas of Chicago.
Do you ever feel like social media is just winning?
Well, you know, it's
And
who's
whoever's
winning. Media's
advertising.
winning because you don't know what's the truth.
You don't.
Like Trump could be kicking ass for us and we wouldn't even know because everyone's saying, oh, he's fucking you.
Yeah.
And then we're all going, yeah, fuck that Trump guy, fucking orange-haired buffoon. when in reality he could be solving shit and we don't even know it.
Right.
And then, well, I watch the news. The news said, dude, the news is full of shit.
Oh, it's full of shit.
Look,
My
go-
dad
go-
watches 30 hours, dude.
Dude, here's what I want you to do.
A week.
Google on your phone if you want to. And Bomb Squad, pay attention. This is fucking trippy shit.
Bob's going, I like that.
Log in and go to YouTube and just search all news channels saying the same thing. And you'll see like 300 frickin' news reporters saying the exact same story all over every channel all over America.
That's funny.
It's the exact same story. If that doesn't show you corruption, I don't know what is, which means
Absolutely.
whoever owns those stations and wants to put out whatever message they want to put out, all of us sheep are fucking following it.
But that's
And
also old. This is the new media. Right
no,
here.
dude, social media is fucked too. Like fucking Zuckerberg will shut down a Republican quick. They're more democratic.
So I have a sister actually that works for Facebook, and
They'll shut down a
she
Republican
works in the
quick.
fake news department. And
Yeah, but they'll shut down a Republican quick. Like they admitted it. Who was it that admitted it? Was it Twitter? Instagram, maybe.
really,
Oh, dude, he came right out and said, well, fuck yeah. I lean more to the left, so I'm not going to like allow all these Republicans to broadcast their bullshit.
yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? The social media should be exactly what it is, and that's how it should stay, is pure.
Yeah, but you know what? Then you open up to some really fraudulent stuff. Like, for example, the election. There was people that were putting up in certain towns paying for this. Vote here online. And there were fake websites. So now you got people thinking they voted
When they didn't.
than when they didn't. Which is really easy to do, right? You just put up a website and make it look like you voted. How many people can you just target that to
So they don't vote?
so they don't vote?
Right, well, that's just stupid people.
There was a lot of stupid people.
There's the bottom line.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stupid people, and we need to fucking smarten up and wake up.
Absolutely.
We need to get woke.
It's a bomb right there.
That's right. We need to get woke. That's why I like the whole one voice concept, where there is no control. It is decentralized. Everybody votes the way they want, and majority rules, dude. You don't like it, get the fuck out or shut the fuck up. It's that simple. Like, hey, cocaine, should it be legal? 320 million billion people, however many there are. I think it's 320 million in U.S., yeah?
350 maybe.
Okay, so 350 million people. Let's say 300 million are adults of legal age. They register their little device, and every Friday they go home. Cocaine, should it be legal? Everybody says no. Well, then it's fucking no. You don't like it? Get the fuck out or shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
If it's yes and you don't like it, same answer. Like, you don't like it? Move.
Yeah.
Or do it state by state, because I personally believe in, like, Nevada could be all cokehead, freaking losers burning up their villages, and you don't like it. Well, then get out of Nevada if that's what Nevadans want. And then you go to California, you realize, oh, this is paradise. I like it here. Everybody's my style.
Yeah.
Good. Then hang out in California.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started. I start to get angry because it's never going to get fixed.
No.
It's a
It
machine
can't.
and it's meant to be broken. So the best thing we can do as individuals and human beings is do the best we can, play by the rules, mind your P's and Q's, try to help others, and just frickin' win.
Yeah. Like Boston.
That's a fucking bomb. Like Boston.
They
And by the
win.
way, 3-4 frickin' episodes ago, someone said, who's going to win the World Series? And I said, dude, I don't know. I don't follow that shit. I go, probably Boston. And sure enough, did.
Oh, yeah.
Why, are you from Boston?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they ain't won in
They
a while,
win.
have they?
I mean, they're always winning, dude. It's like a championship almost every year.
No.
Oh, yeah. Not just in
Boston hasn't won in like years.
Well, not the Red Sox. I'm talking about Boston in general. They're always winning. They were just in the Super Bowl last year.
No, that was New England. That's not Boston.
Same thing.
No. Why wouldn't they be called the Boston Patriots then?
They used to be called the Boston Patriots.
They did?
Yeah.
They figured out how dumb that sounded.
Yeah, maybe.
So they just said, fuck it, New England.
Yeah, New England.
Where is New England? That's
It's
not
just-
even a thing, is it? It's
New
an
England
area.
is kind of like your philosophy on how we should adopt Canada and Mexico. It's almost the same thing. Massachusetts kind of adopted all the surrounding
Hampshire?
states. Yeah, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Rhode Island.
That's all New England?
Yeah.
See? Again, and how's it working out?
New England? Yeah, it's too cold for my liking, but
New England's an area.
it is. Yeah, they're doing great. I mean, all the awesome universities are out there, which I don't know if that makes a difference because school's outdated.
School is outdated. Who would
So
you
is
rather
our-
learn from? A professor who learned from a professor who learned from a professor who learned from a professor, or the motherfucker that's out there doing it?
So is our money supply, which is why I love Bitcoin.
What do you mean, their money supply?
Our whole financial system's outdated. I've been telling so many people this is the new dollar sign right here. So many kids are gonna grow up.
Dude, I like that because it's a B.
It's a B. B for Boston.
B for Brad.
B for Brad. Yes.
You know, I had that sign
for
long
bombs.
before Bitcoin.
This sign right
Yeah,
here?
absolutely.
Really?
Oh, sure. Back in fucking grade school, I was making a B with a dollar sign.
Maybe you're Satoshi.
I could be. If I was, I wouldn't be dicking around on this episode. I'd be fucking gone. What would he be worth if he existed today?
Oh, he's like $8 billion, something.
No,
crazy.
more than that.
I think he only had like, I think 1 million Bitcoins or something. I don't remember. But he's definitely wealthy. You know what I thought about, and I spoke to my buddy Matt last night about, was Trump.
Matt who?
Matt Morrow. Tomorrow.
That's just funny.
You
See, now it's going to be Matt who the whole time. Every time I see him, I'll be like, Matt who?
you ever heard of Scott Galloway?
Who?
Scott Galloway.
Who?
Scott Galloway.
No.
Okay. Scott Galloway wrote a book called
I've heard of Matt Galloway.
Scott wrote a book called Four, and he talks about how there's these 4 companies that are pretty much dominating our marketplace in America and all of our eyeballs. It's Amazon,
Huge.
yeah, Facebook, Google, and Apple.
What out of all those, what do you think's the biggest? The most powerful?
Apple.
I totally disagree.
Think it's Amazon?
I totally disagree.
Facebook.
Totally disagree.
Google?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Why?
Because Google is the best invention of all fucking time, bar none, period. And everything you do is on Google.
I think, you know what?
Google is massive, dude.
You make a good point. So read that book, Four, if you ever get into it or get time. But this guy talks about how all 4 of these companies target almost like a different part of you. It's your brain, your heart, your sexual organs. I mean, this he gets into it.
Well, this might sound stupid, but I don't shop on Amazon. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I don't shop on Amazon.
No?
Have I? Yes. Do I? No.
Okay.
Like, when I want clothes, I go to the mall.
Sure.
Is that just because I'm old? Dude, don't you want to try on your shit?
You know what? It might be because you're old.
Yeah, but like Bitcoin, if I knew it was at the fucking 7-Eleven down the street, I'd just stop in and grab a case. Why would I go to Amazon?
Some people are starting to really love the convenience of it just showing up at your house.
Oh, trust me, my wife, she hasn't been to the grocery store in like a year.
Yeah.
Now
So
I
that's
get a
what's
doorbell. They're bringing milk. They're doing this. I'm like, babe, you can't go across the street. She's like, they bring it for free. I'm like, this can't be free.
Well, I mean, I was telling Matt this yesterday, is that it's just about eyeballs. They control your eyeballs. You're on your phone all this time, and all you see is whatever they target you as. There's probably only a handful of people in each of these companies. There's something called design ethics that kind of talks about how each one of these companies, these handful of people, control how whatever behavior you're doing on your phone sends whatever notification, that red bubble of, notification to your phone. Data. And to think that there's a handful of people and a handful of companies that are controlling billions of people's eyeballs, it kind of
Scary.
gets scary.
Especially if they get together.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's all centralized.
Because believe it or not, Google knows that we're all together right now.
Yes, they do. They know more about us than we know about us.
I know, but like they know that us 4 are sitting in a room together right now.
100%. Because when you leave here, you're seeing all Brad Lee stuff.
And they know where you're going.
Oh, yeah.
And they know who you talked to, and they know who you met with, and they know how long you spent there. And quite frankly, I guarantee you they're listening too.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I talk about stuff and then fucking add.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, dude, like we're already in a world that people don't even begin to fucking like
Totally.
understand.
Totally. And they got Alexas everywhere, Google Home. Why is voice activated?
Which is why I say what I said before, man. Just keep your head down, fucking do the right thing, help people out, and no one's gonna fuck with you. But if you're a piece of shit scumbag, you're gonna get whacked. I guarantee you, somehow, some way. These guys, I don't think they're all bad and evil, these companies. But dude, like, you ever seen Minority Report?
Yeah.
That's the shit. It's coming, dude. Like, they'll know that
Worse.
fucking you're about to kill somebody just based on your behavior.
Worse. You ever heard of Singularity?
No,
No.
that's the coin you mentioned.
No. That's that Singularity Net is the crypto, but there's actually.
Dude, this thing had legs like a wine.
Thank you.
What was that?
He needs another one.
No, I don't. I got to drive.
Singularity is this moment in time that people believe.
I'll take one to go, though. No, just joking.
Around the time 2045, I think, or around somewhere in the 2040 time.
That's where AI surpasses something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They become a little bit. It's where humans no longer are the dominant species.
No, it means AI will become
we become pets.
Yeah, to AI.
I mean, how scary is that?
To me, it's not scary for most part. It's like awesome, but it's scary for one reason, because if AI gets truly intelligent without emotion, we're done.
Well, who's
Human
programming
beings,
AI?
Well, I don't know, but if they don't have emotion, we're done, because they're going to realize human beings are a fucking scourge on the earth. They destroy it. They are like freaking. They need to be eliminated, because if you didn't care, like if you had no emotion, if you could make decisions based on zero emotion, your businesses would be better, your relationships would be better, your life would be better. Emotions,
Depends on what business, though.
no, zero any.
You think so?
The emotions are what cause you to leave people there when they're not, when they shouldn't be. I'm telling you, there's people that shouldn't be at your business, and they are, because, well, we grew up together, and oh man, I love Matt, man. Matt's my guy. When in reality, he probably could be weighing you down. So you take emotion.
You know what, though? Emotion.
You take out emotions out of all business decisions, and your business decisions become more pure and logic, and you will grow and scale faster. That's a fact. And AI, if they have zero emotion, they're going to realize that human beings are literally bad for the earth. We're destroying ozones and problems, but then again, machines might not factor that in, because a machine doesn't care about ozones. But if they don't have emotion, dude, I'm a little bit worried, because I think they're going to realize human beings are like a virus, and they'll eliminate it.
Yeah.
Huh?
On Rogan, it said the Earth is like a cell, and we might be the cancer on that cell.
Exactly. Well, I agree with that. So if AI gets really intelligent, they know where we are at all times, and they're communicating. You could walk into a room and literally be eliminated. But I'll be dead by then.
I won't, and your kids won't, and my kids won't.
Well, I'll be dead, so whatever. I'll see you. I'll see you when you do die, because you're all going to.
You think there's an afterlife?
Fuck yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Energy doesn't go away. You can't eliminate energy. It goes somewhere. It's the body that you're in, bro.
Where does it go?
Who knows? Maybe back to the aggregate collective called the universe. Maybe heaven. Yours is going to hell, though, because
I know it's going to hell.
yours is going to hell because you invented fucking
Bitcoin
Bitcoin energy and Hennessy.
I know it's going to hell.
Dude, it could be called Bennessy. Anyway, listen, folks, Bomb Squad. I don't know what this dropping bombs was about. I forgot to drop the bombs. I think it's the Bitcoin-yak fucking that caused the problem. However, we did drop quite a few bombs. I think they were theoretical, though. It's like a nuclear, but not. It's just theoretical.
Sure.
But I think people can, tell you're a cool dude. They're going to probably go get some Bitcoin energy. And it is good shit mixed with Hennessy. I don't know what it tastes like with vodka, but I'm about to find out.
Yeah.
And I kind of almost went down the path of getting drunk on a podcast. If I drink one more of those, it will. But go out and check out this fella and his energy. Anything else you want to promote or push or drop?
BitcoinEnergy.ceo. Get us on Instagram. We got a CBD formula coming out soon. It's going to be good for focus. It's going to be good for mental clarity. The esports and those gamers are going to love this.
Esports is getting big.
Very big, yeah.
Dude, listen, go out and support this cat.
Thank you.
He's a cool dude. And until next time, go out and share somebody that wants to hear freaking high level, intelligent rambling.
Let's do it.